Yeah, so I finally got around to this shit, man. I didn't heard this shit a lot. I mean, lyrically, okay, yeah. Drake actually rapped more on this than he did on shit half of views. And we already know who it is he talking about. He talked about Diddy. He actually talked about Joe Budden with, Took Your Girl to the Island. That was reference to Tahiri. Go check Joe Budden podcast. The OG lines. He could be talking about Hove, Kanye, and but 90% of the shit is just him getting that Diddy or whatever. But I really don't give a fuck about that. As far as the songs he put out them days, he did the Gucci joint, he did the Khaled joint, which I do not like that shit. For some reason, they gonna turn that to an anthem. This joint, and it was another one. You know what I mean? But out of all the records that Drake does with the PM, to me, I'ma say like 9 a.m. in Dallas is still my favorite. 6 p.m. in New York is cool, but I mean this one he did a lot of. It got a '90s vibe to it. I played this when me and my girl was chilling. I'm like, yo, you want to hear Drake new joint? We listening to it. It's cool. You know what I mean? As far as the production, it just ain't what we thought it would be. And everybody else can dick ride and say it's dope as fuck. But I mean, the production on some '90s shit, it confuses me when fans say that, oh, they don't want to hear that shit, when other artists do that sound, but yet Drake do it and they dick ride that. So I'm not really with that. I wasn't really feeling the vibe. The whole lines that he took from certain bad boy records, from take that, or can't hold me down, and references to that, you know what I mean? That's cool and everything like that, but yet and still Drake kind of was lazy the way he used that flow. I didn't wasn't really feeling that. He said a lot of witty shit though. I'll give him that, you know what I mean? But it's just like, nigga, if you gonna diss somebody, just come out and say fuck Diddy or some shit like that. Talked about the slap and, you know, the women and, hip hop, your career, how much of a legend you basically is. You shitting on people in the industry. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's like the subliminal shit, it's getting kind of old, man. Like, if you feel like you that nigga, then come out and say it. You feel me? Because ain't nobody saying the views was cool. You know what I mean? You definitely could still go back to it. It just don't have that impact like a Thank Me Later or Take Care. Even Nothing Was the Same. Like, I didn't even like the album at first, but then, I went back to it. It was like, oh shit, some of these songs are like pretty ill. You know what I mean? But Views has its moments, but this has to be a song that should have been on Views, but then you listen to the context of the album, it wouldn't fit. So if this is what Drake was saying, was like, we got more music coming after Views and it's these records, I'm kind of not impressed. You know what I mean? I thought it would be like on some EP type shit, like, how he did the little So Far Gone mixtape and then dropped the EP in the store, but it's just basically verses you're giving out. It's not like whole songs, so I'm definitely confused by that, and it ain't no outstanding shit. You know what I mean? The Gucci record is cool, but you basically did a hook. The Khaled shit, not fucking with that. You totally ripping off like Bay Area sound, and I'm not fucking with that. Like, I don't think that's solid. I don't think that's cool. You know what I mean? It's still like, Drake is still a good rapper. I still like Drake, but it's just like, man, create some shit. Like, that's what made Kanye so different. He created something of his own, and it started something. Like, make a blueprint of your own that others will want to follow, chase, and, start your trend that you started. You feel me? If you get what I'm saying. But I mean, overall, Calabasas, the city is nice though. I ain't go front. You know what I mean? I've been through that before when we was going to LA and shit like that. Actually, we may try even go back this summer, me and my girl. So hopefully I can get out there. And if I do, you already know I want to go by this sign right here and take a picture of that, throw that shit on IG or some shit. But man, it is what it is though. The Chris Jenner line was pretty slick. I wave high or whatever. The gun talk, like he a gangster, I wasn't really feeling that shit. I mean, I understand it. You don't have to be like a gangster or a killer to actually shoot somebody. And at the end of the day, I'm quite sure with the mansion you built, you got enough money to hire security. So I just thought that line was kind of cheesy. Like, man, come on, man. Nobody gonna believe that shit. Like, that's like me saying I have a gun. Like, I ain't threatening, but it don't take, 11-year-olds have guns, nigga. So I just thought that was like, you back on that shit you did before where it's like, you gonna make me have to catch a body. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't Ja Rule yourself out here. You know what I'm saying? But overall, out of the song, it's cool, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. One.